Hello, thanks for joining me. Today we're looking at flying drones for therapy. Yep, I finally got round to making a mental health wellness video. How on earth can the exacting tasks of flying a drone enhance your wellness? Well, there are multiple benefits to flying a drone. You get out and about, and as I well know, the leverage needed to get me out of my armchair out into the big wide world is considerable sometimes. I suffer from grief, having lost my darling wife 14 years ago. So the black dog of grief is forever at my door, and it's a constant battle. But enough of that. Let's look at the positives of flying a drone. It gets you out of the house. You possibly don't need to walk far, because obviously flying a drone you can go to places and objects and landmarks, so you don't have to visit them in actual fact, just be close enough to see them. Little tip for you: Google Earth is your friend. Research any takeoff points and landmarks with Google Earth. Use the measuring stick to see how far away it is, and especially look for places to park, trees, forests. They are possibly what you might class as your enemy. Anything that destroys line of sight can weaken the video signal and cause you to end a flight. There's ways round it, and even the factor of having to think of ways round things is beneficial for your mental well-being. I said in one of my videos that drones should be prescribed on the national health. To actually go out with a drone flyer or enable you to hire or purchase a drone could well be very beneficial to your mental well-being and your health generally, because you can visit and view and then enjoy when back at your PC. Enjoy sights you might never hope to reach or see. I'm 73. I know, don't go on about it. I only look about 43. It was probably a paper round I had. So a drone helps you visit places and landmarks you might never be able to walk to. If you're elderly and infirm of any capacity, you'll appreciate the fact that why go to the top of a tower when you can just as easily fly there. Just be sensible. Avoid flying over people. Avoid flying over structures if you can. Just skirt round them. Appreciate the beauty of places, objects and landmarks from afar, but not too afar. What do I use as a drone? This is my Mavic Pro. This is an empty shell, a dummy version of it, because I value it too much to play about with it just for demonstrating on a video. It folds away. So it's quite compact. Folds away quite compact. I have a guard which goes over the gimbal and protects the mechanism and the camera. And obviously you'd have to look after the welfare of the propellers. So, would I suggest a Mavic Pro? Well, they're quite old now, and there are modern versions, but at a premium price. So I guess you pays your money, you takes your choice. Getting back to what you can do with a drone. I flew out over some very high cliffs not so long back, and it took me a flight across 2 fields to reach the cliff edge. And then the views out to sea, and when I spun around, the views looking back at the cliffs up and down were amazing, and one of the great pleasures of my flights. So that's the type of enjoyment you can get from flying a drone. The planning, the small amount of maintenance, the small amount of tech involved, and then of course there's the editing when I get home. In actual fact, I do very little editing of the drone flight. I usually chop both ends off because you're not interested in that sort of thing. And the composition of flying it to the landmark or cliff edge, the composition is part of the fun. I have friends that compliment me on this composition skill, and I guess it's like when I used to play snooker a lot. I didn't question how I could do a certain shot. I just got on and did it. So I would suggest looking at flying a drone. I would suggest taking the very simple test and paying the very small fee in the UK to get a licence, and then if you can, go out with a pal. If you can't, go by yourself. Find an area that's not inhabited, send the drone up and enjoy your day. I certainly do. And if I could only get out of that chair a bit more, I'd have a lot more videos to share with you. Thanks for joining me. Join me again soon. Bye.